You cannot hate a book that you've never read, nor can you love a book that you have never read. If you do this, you're not following your own mind. You're just following someone else. You are a pure follower. This is an error you should never make in your life. All it takes is a little bit of time to read something and at least understand it and see if people are lying to you in regards to what it says. Do you ever wonder why people make so much effort out here in the West to get you to hate Islam? There is a reason for it. Because if you listen to the Word of God and you change and you reform your character, they stand to lose a lot. Who loses if you become a Muslim? The bankers, the usurers, people who use their positions to spread war and corruption through this world, who use their power to corrupt the ruling class throughout the world and appropriate resources for themselves. Who else stands to lose? All these people who make drugs, whether it's legal or illegal, people who own breweries and distilleries, even some pharmaceutical companies like, for example, the Sackler family, who destroyed millions of American lives through sale of OxyContin, through false advertising and marketing of narcotics, starting an opioid epidemic. Or people who own Anheuser-Busch or other beer company or liquor companies who sell this poison, which is responsible for hundreds of thousands of ruined lives every year. Organized crime who push fentanyl and cocaine. All they stand to lose, and they don't want you to become a Muslim. They don't want you to listen to God when He says to stay away from these substances. Who else stands to lose? The peddlers of smut, people who make pornography, people who corrupt young women by introducing them to this kind of a lifestyle, who ruin their lives by lying to them, who sell them these dreams of independence and power and respect, only for them to get old and find out that they have ruined themselves, who corrupt the minds of men so they mistreat women and look at them as sex object, all while making money off of this and then supporting oppression around the world. Because if you just do a little bit of research, you will see that these people, the smut peddlers, they support apartheid, for example, in Palestine, and mass murder and genocide over there. Who else stands to lose? The government. The only reason why government needs power is to protect you. That is how they get power. That is how they convince us to give up our liberty and give up our power. And the only way human beings are going to give up their power is if they are scared and they need more police to police their neighborhoods, because people are either corrupt or intoxicated or violent, or they don't respect their neighbors, they don't respect their own family. So what do we do when we see that, when we live in that kind of environment? We seek another human being to protect us, so we give them power, and then they use their power against us. That is the power of government. That is how liberty dies. That is why the founding fathers of this country told us that our Constitution is made only for moral and religious people. Liberty can only exist if all of us are moral, so all of us feel safe. Then we don't need cops. We don't need government power. But if we don't do that, then we are going to give them the power. And they will rule us just like they're going to rule the people that we gave them the power to protect us from. This is why they don't want you to read the Quran. This is why they don't want you to live that kind of life, because if you do, they lose power over you and you become free. When you accept God and you accept Judgment Day, and you are no longer fearful of death, but you welcome it because you know you lived a righteous life, you can never be a slave again. No amount of loss, no amount of fear can control you anymore, and that is the last thing they want. This is why they want you to hate the Quran. This is why they don't want you to read it. This is why they want you to hate Islam, to make it seem like something foreign to you. There are many of us out here. We are Americans and we are Muslims. And you can talk to us and read the book for yourself and then make your own decision. Don't listen to all this propaganda. Read for yourself. Peace be with you.